How you guys doing? It's past squat show. Give me a minute, please, because I is YouTube takes a minute for me to go live. So, hi, how you doing? I'm Squat Show. Welcome to the first ever episode. Um, Pardon me, guys. It should be showing me that I'm going live. Should be showing me it's going live. Do you know that's like a police or security term when you call dispatch? It's like, show me 90, I'm code 98 en route to the titty bar. Hi, somebody's watching. Trying to, so that means I'm live. Good for me. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of How to Fuck Fatherhood Right the Fuck Off. As Pastor Squat Show, I want to thank every red pill zoomer out there who zoomers and the doomers and the smart young men that are actually talking about and fighting for the plight of us older millennials and young Gen Xers who are heavy metal guys that saw society going to shit, that saw everybody starting to suck the dicks of all this stupid fake ass image dumb shit and this shit on their roots, their fucking original rock and roll American white people like me fucking roots of like rock and roll country music and just a hard honor and being a hardworking blue collar man, and now that's shit on. And even if you could be a fucking bitch who lives with their mom, but if you know how to like dress right and say the right slangs and just look like you care about a little bit of bling bling, then you start pumping out babies in the hood that will grow up to never fucking know who Ben Franklin is or give a fuck about the Constitution. So, thanks to Zoomers and those smart red pill Zoomers, it gave me the strength to accept that I'm never in this economy, in this world, in this ghetto fabulous, proud to be ignorant. We hate traditionalism and everything that us Crusaders, converted Vikings and converted Celtic and converted Welsh and converted Orthodox and converted Byzantine and converted Roman type of fucking badass fucks that gave the whole world shit like penicillin and fucking running water and motherfucking electricity and shit. So now we're all shit on, and the world's gonna worship this fucking image of the mark of the beast, this fucking new Babylon, this fucking proud to be ghetto fabulous or fucking proud to worship materialism, fucking goddamn awful fucking, if in my opinion, fucking worthless music, pop culture, stupid fucking shit. And some of you Zoomers don't know any better and listen to that kind of fucking music just because your fucking dumbass peers got you into it. But I'm about to dial that back and help you guys, like Zoomers. They say that you guys, the food is so full of soy nowadays that supposedly us millennials and Zoomers aren't as masculine as the boomers and great generation, all that. Well, we're finna dial that shit back by bringing it back to our fucking roots. But yeah, I like to thank all the red pill Zoomers out there that gave me the epiphany. That's not only is that it's not really what's keeping me awake. What's keeping me awake is I'd rather be exercising, fucking chicks, talking shit, starting an insurrection, um, getting the fucking world erection insurrection going. And I can't. Oh, and I was gonna film how my left foot like demonically contorts in the middle of the night and wakes me the fuck up. I wanted to film like, hey, look at that. Yeah, that's not me. Yeah, it's going backwards. It doesn't hurt like shit yet, but sometimes it crawls all the way up my leg. And if that happened while I was driving, I'd practically get killed. Don't worry, I'm a good guy. I'd swerve off the road. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, he died of having a heart attack while driving. He's such a good guy. He obviously drove off the road, killed himself by crashing into a tree on purpose so he wouldn't hurt anybody else. May God give us that strength so we don't lose our license. But yeah, Zoomers gave me the epiphany to have so much fucking pride and acceptance. I have the honor, privilege, and strength of knowing this struggle and eternally knowing the struggles and the energies of like a single young man's life. And I have every right by the gods without any control of my own volition because it's against circumstances and principalities and government officials and all this shit that one man, me, will never be able to conquer. God understands. And I get to fuck fatherhood right the fuck off. So I was doing laundry and there was some hot chick, pretty hot chick. She's got her daughter with her, right? And I'm trying, hi, how you doing? Trying to navigate around, not trying to taking my ogre ass away from, not trying to bump into them, making sure, hey, I'm a scary presence. Hey, coming through. Don't get startled. Ha. Hey, little chiquita, get your little chiquita away. She's in the same commensurate height that might accidentally fucking run face first into my hip or ass. So I'm gonna announce my fucking ogre ass foreboding presence. Right, so things are kind of chill and civil, and remember guys, my mother beat the shit out of me so that my Asperger's and obvious autism spectrum shit, that I can actually, if I just shut the fuck up, I actually look half normal and just look like an ugly Down syndrome ogre, and I could generally pass off as normal. So I don't really understand in my brain, right? Like I'm in my brain, since it takes me a while to have self-awareness compared to normal people. Like all I know is if I'm quiet, don't say shit, act normal. Sometimes interactions with women, like hi, bye, excuse me, they'll be basic. Once I get beaten to a corner, I have to open my mouth, give an opinion, share my personality. I start noticing the changes on these women's faces. And I'm a scary dude. Checking them out. I'm not being a pervert. You get around they gotta shut the fuck up and not let normal people know who I really am. Because like I'm a person that I prove atheism is wrong. Because how the fuck do you explain a person like me that's never gone AWOL? I have a clean record. I haven't done any major crimes in life, and I live. I live like a specter fucking imp, dude. You gotta understand, I never had brothers or sisters, and my parents hated my guts. So when I was a kid, I'd spend days and days alone. And I try to tell people, like, hey, dude, I play video games, I like girls, I want to play sport. I'm a normal kid. You guys know there's like demonic presences. I can feel them all the time. You're just too busy. Like playing video games, answering your mom, I go days. Sometimes without talking to any human being, dude. And like, usually I don't, that's cool. Like, I rather just fucking exercise, train, wait for the day I show up in a ring, spar, or do pro wrestling and mog everybody off. No, no. I have to sit there and I have to feel, hi, somebody. I have to sit there and, you guys want to hear this? Like, this is a tangent, but I want to get back to the fucking point. God damn it, this fucking shit won't stay. One time, okay, so my mother's about to die in a year or two. I'm playing video games all alone. Like, my mom's off at bars. My dad's working 3 jobs, all bitter at life. And I was 10 years old, probably 11 now. Anyways, I got suckered into getting my tarot cards read because some Protestant on some tele-evangelical shit told me as a kid, if someone ever wants to read your fortune, ask them about your past. And when the cards were read about my past, it was kind of accurate. Everybody in the room laughed. Like, you're only 10 years old. How did you come from some crazy journey? I was like, I moved from Ohio to here in a car just like 4 years ago. Everybody kind of got quiet. Anyways, so I was playing video games one day after that, and all of a sudden I was like, oh! And I sat there mesmerized for minutes and minutes and minutes. No one's gonna believe, dude. I was a happy kid, dude. I might be retarded, but I'm not crazy. Some fucking black mass or shadow started to form and walk at me. And the moment I looked up at it, it kind of just like, it was like 999.998 whatever percent being materialistically done, vanishing already. I sat there fucking mesmerized, dude, not even wanting to fucking move. That was so fucking fascinating and scary at the same time. I already wasn't sleeping at night, dude. I mean, so many times, dude, I feel these scary shits. I couldn't sleep all night until I started hearing the rhythm of the morning and people getting up and moving, like in the world, in the streets. And then I can go to sleep, and then I'm expected to go to school. But back to the story. I was at the laundromat. I had the epiphany that these Zoomers are right, and that we should just all take pride in fucking fatherhood right the fuck off. It's way out of our control. At the laundromat, cute chick, her little chiquita, and I don't know how we got on the fucking subject, but I was like, yeah, I'm like some big scary dude. I'm all strong, dude. I got the Glock that Gavin Newsom hates, right? I'm a Mossberg dude, right? I'm big, I'm strong. I know at least two martial arts. I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about wanting to overthrow the government and kill Epstein people and raise a huge ass St. Constantine flag, just for the pride, just for the fucking the simple like self-righteous notch in my belt to show that if God really does exist, hey, dude, like my earthly father was a dick. How you like me now, dude? Like I'll fucking Old Testament fucking slaughter people just because on the fucking theory that you exist. Just because I wanted to do it anyway. Bad people, slaughtering bad people. Let me see. Somebody wrote something. Let me not be rude. They're probably talking shit like, "Oh, you got man titties." Oh, like I'm gonna be offended. It's not saying I'm live, this bitch ass shit. And why the fuck? Hold on. Bar spedrum. Oh shit, my bad. I don't know. I can't even. Some dude said hi. Cool, dude. Um, why isn't this Bluetooth fucking working? Give me a second so I don't get an aneurysm fucking being mad all the goddamn fucking time. Bluetooth, you fucking piece of worth of shit, bitch. Hurry the fuck up. Yeah, fucking fatherhood the fuck off. So I don't know, like, okay, the laundromat's about to close. I'm trying to stay out of her way, not accidentally bump into her. Oh yeah, I was like on some tension, like, oh yeah, I'm some big, strong dude. Like, I want to be like that. I said it really fast. It is. Ain't I a fucking stupid ass bitch sucker wanting to be like a big, strong, conservative Christian man, father figure, and wish I could have property and a job that actually pays the bills and raise two chiquitas like you and have these things to overthrow the government. So she'll absolutely never end up on Epstein Island and freaking I get to feel all big and badass when I'm mounting the hot mom and feeling like a protector shit, right? And I was like, that's funny, dude, that all that's gonna go in the trash. And I'm all big and strong and have this zeal and all these tools for fucking absolutely fucking nothing. And all the martial arts, all the shit I fucking learned or cared about investing in manhood because I'm almost Generation X and we used to watch like Sylvester Stallone movies and like got full of like what the Bible calls blameless passion and dreams of like heroism and stuff and virtue. Virtue. God's virtue is fucking mocked. God's virtue is fucking strength. No one gives a shit. It's fucking mocked and ridiculed. It's seen as archaic, corny, and just not what rap music and pop videos with shaking ass and waving dollar bills and dick slapping strippers with dollar bills and making it rain all day, day is about where our culture is fucking changing to. So yeah, guys, we're fighting so hard, us you Zoomers and all that, like you know, like who the fuck? It's engineered by these goddamn Talmudic fucks with their propaganda and how everything went to shit. Like how you say, watch Alex Way, watch all the fucking red pill Zoomers, dude, that know what's up, dude. And they're right, dude. Like, why the fuck would they give a shit about their Second Amendment? What the fuck is there to defend anymore? What the fuck is there to believe in anymore? When everything it worships soullessness, that you're only worth not even the money really you make, it's the image of that you worship that kind of criteria and lifestyle and shit. That you can live with mommy and save all your rent money to buy that Bentley or that Dodge Charger or that lowered fucking Pitmobile, and you could play the part and you could start breeding out there, dude, and pumping out kids that'll never give a fuck. That like, yeah, you know, guess what, guys? Do you know that George Washington wasn't in the Bible? Hey, guys, did you know that like Martin Luther King and Martin Luther and Moses are all different people and they live like thousands of years apart? No one gives a shit, dude. Did you know that like the Constitution, the United States Constitution, is like the holy Bible for your mortal life? No one gives a fuck, dude. No one gives a fuck anymore, dude. And it's all it's all gonna fucking go to shit. People thought the hippies and us skid kids, us old school bangers, headbangers, us metalheads, us the Gen X, we thought that they thought that we were degenerates, dude. Like, those fuckers are holding down jobs. They're probably dealing with a bad prostate and a balding head by now. And they're still trying to fucking live this life that lost all its luster, dude. Where's the commercials with these hot blonde chicks and that little stupid Spuds McKenzie dog and like people drinking Budweiser on the beach with hot blondes in bikinis doing the tango? Like, now we have Dylan Mulvaney. As I went to the grocery store today and saw the UFC guy, like the announcer. This blah blah. Bruce Buffer, like he's like a cardboard cutout of Bruce Buffer, and he's like UFC, you know, next to all these Budweiser shits on sale. I'm not gonna forget that you put some fucking bitch ass weirdo on your fucking beer shit, and your beer sucks. Okay, I like Coors more. I drink Heineken more. And even if you did make a product, you didn't apologize by that shit. You didn't like fire all those fucking people and then start like making a Budweiser with a Crusader cross and fucking endorsing anti-mandatory veganism or some shit. You didn't start like, no one started. I remember that shit. This is a tangent, but what the fuck happened to RFK getting all the glyphosate and the trash out of our food? Fuck that too. What fucking Talmudic reading piece of shit told the guy that we fucking hired, Mr. Bush number 3, Trump, to fucking stop all the shit he was gonna say? How come these tariffs didn't end fucking the bad economy or income taxes? And how come like we didn't get Social Security back? And like income taxes are fucking unconstitutional. And how come like the Second Amendment and all these other things are still fucked in a bunch of states? How come every time you mention this shit, it's blamed on some liberal that made a rule that Trump had been fighting, but his hands are tied because he's only the president, right? I don't know, man, but back, it was funny, dude. I think the chick was kind of like, I think the vibes were all right. She understood. I wasn't trying to hit on her or nothing, but I had an epiphany, dude. It's funny, dude. The Zoomers, dude, they've been cucked out of their fucking will to give a shit about preserving any last vestiges of the traditionalism that our American forefathers tried to showcase to the world with their own blood. Because honestly, dude, if that chick is just gonna get with some fucking loser that like, oh man, like he probably he's got like a nicer looking vehicle than me. He dresses better because like I don't know, dude. He spent like up to his 30s being able to live with his mom and save all his rent money on that stupid fucking car, dude. And like he doesn't have any like physically robust hobbies, so his shit can look clean and square and new all the time, right? That is what's going to give her her next kid. Okay, that is what's going to pump out another kid. He'll probably have a boy this time, and it's going to be another goober piece of shit that fucking sits there absorbing pop culture, not giving a fuck about the holy constitution, not knowing that not knowing Ben Franklin quotes and shit like that, gonna contribute inadvertently and unknowingly to the bastardization and the fucking perversion and the fucking disintegration of what this great empire was meant to be. So that's fucking funny, dude. I'm gonna be a metal. It reminds me, you Zoomers don't have to be a metalhead, but it reminds me of a song. Cause I mean, me as a heavy metal dude, Premonition, the band's called Premonition. We are metal, mental. We are metal. Yeah, dude. Hey, on the bright side, we get to live forever with the single man's game and the bachelor struggle and the freedom of the forever hunt for whatever land, whatever accolade, whatever next materialistic thing of joy that adds to our hobbies. Like I love survival knives, dude. Looking forward to buying another survival knife really gets me through, dude. Thank you, Joe X. Cause you guys, Joe X is like the best knife channel in the world. So I'm a survival knife guy. The different dimension of the Second Amendment and fucking. I used to look forward to going to concerts or fucking chicks or whatever, dude, and keeping my nose clean, as in like I haven't really got a heavy traffic ticket in 5 years. I hadn't missed a day of work in five. Literally, guys, nobody knows, dude. In 5 years, the only tardiness I had at a job was 1 hour because something in my linkage broke. Managed to fix it and got there only an hour late. In 5 years, dude. And I learned as much, almost as much bushcraft as I need to survive if ever the world went to shit. I taught myself how to like quickly top load and load this fucking shotgun and condition 3 Israeli carry fucking cruiser ready, all this fucking shit, dude. And that was fucking badass, dude. I did that shit 5 fucking years. I was going with that. Where was I going with that? In 5 fucking years. Yeah. So, anyways, I obviously that's a Hey, Mike Tyson went 4 years without a chick in prison, right? I'm not even gonna fucking embarrass myself. I did all that shit to stay out of trouble and hopefully not get AIDS and just live like a normal person. And now, instead of looking forward to all that happy ass shit since COVID, fucked everything. I don't know why everybody I know were at my age after COVID, they quit going out, they quit training. If they train, they only bodybuild to avoid dad bod, and they just want to look like a buff dad at their fucking while they're some kind of football or soccer coach or some shit. Nobody else, and what else after COVID, after all this shit? I know it's only young people on the scene, dude, and everybody my age and up, they're either too naive or content being miserable and just being worker bee slave, worker bee, worker ants, or whatever slave robots, fucking to the grind, slave to the grind. They're just not numb to it and keep going, or they're kind of making money off of it, so all they do is worship mammon. That's what the Bible calls money. Like they don't have any time to sit and talk to anybody, dude. Small chit chat, nothing about church or politics. They're like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, short and sweet, whatever. They're out, dude. They're into making that money and then going home watching Netflix, crashing out and doing it again. So everybody's a part of that world, but the Zoomers showed us that hey, if we got to fuck fatherhood for good off, dude, we forever have that energy and that adventure and that wonder and that lack of responsibility, lack of whatchamacallit, a duty to commitment. We lack all that shit. We get to live in a perpetual age of adventure and enjoying the fruits of our labor only for ourselves, like buying survival knives instead of fucking diapers and shit. It's sad. I have to make it sound appealing, guys, but fucking A, it's true. And so this video is basically the zoo. I think all you red pill uh, Zoomers out there for fighting for the plight that everything is clown world, everything's doomer pill, everything's fucking done, and it's too late to stop. It's the most heavy, it's the most metal shit. In the fuck, you might as well laugh, dude. You might as well be cynical about it. I don't want to be this kind of person, but I heard the Spartans had a very cynical sense of humor like that. So it's funny, dude. Like we're gonna go to we get to go to Hades, looking at each other like, hey, dude, the Elohim, the incorporeal spirits, dude, they respect us more. These incorporeal spirits, dude, whether they're good or evil, they miss their bodies. They don't eat. They don't fuck. They watch aristocrats and pieces of shit and defecate all over this fucking planet and just absorb and absorb and absorb and give nothing back. And they don't know their end. They don't know the sufferings of hell. They don't understand real life, all the peasants and slaves, the majority of men who've existed forever, and they get to live in this postmodern age just jacking off and being stupid. They're gonna be utterly fucking mortified when they enter the afterlife, guys. And look at guys, you could say I'm crazy, you could be atheist. I don't know if you're a fan of history, guys. I don't know if you're a fan of history. Fox 11 News and CNN and your breaking weather report is not going to tell you that honest to themselves, not bought out by any kind of Talmudic, secular, atheist fucking historians, all know that Jesus Christ, when he was alive, the whole world was basically speaking Greek. I'm not talking about China. You get the point, right? And he had what was called the Septuagint. The Septuagint is more related to the most ancient Bible that they had, the Codex Vaticanus, the Codex Sinaiticus, right? We're a Protestant country, right, guys? Faith alone, Bible alone, right? Well, the King James is off the Masoretic text. Now, I'm not shitting all over the King James. King James was a very good demonologist, and I guess that even some Orthodox churches use the King James. I'm pretty sure they know. The Septuagint is the most unadulterated Bible, okay? Did you know that every credible historian agrees that the book of Daniel in what was going to be the Septuagint, okay, existed around the time of Alexander the Great. And the world shits all over Jesus and doubts he existed. We pretty much all agree Alexander the Great existed. You haven't built a calendar to him. He hasn't started an insurrection of a bunch of martyrs for 2,000 years, but we generally believe he existed. All those honest historians know that the book of Daniel predicted not only Alexander the Great's arrival, but the first Palm Sunday. It predicted, according to the Jewish or Hebraic calendar or whatever at that time. It predicted the first Palm Sunday to the exact day. And the Masoretic tried the whatever fucking Talmuds had made the Masoretic to try to adulterify or whatever, dilute the signs of Jesus. What got me this was something else. Go down the rabbit hole of dispensationalism. I'm going to say it 3 times. Dispensationalism, dispensationalism, heresy, J. Dyer. Go down that rabbit hole. Some dude 200 years ago named John Nelson Darby made a fucking idea that basically we as Westerners only exist to wipe Israel's ass. And even though all the saints that were way better than us suffered like hell and got killed, we're magically going to be taken in a pre-tribulation rapture. He's the idiot that made our country worship Epstein and be sycophantic, weird-ass evangelicals that make gothic kids and heavy metal guys atheists by being fucking annoying Ned Flanders fucks. So, Septuagint, the book of Daniel, predicted. So obviously Jesus is God, dude. Like, hey, good news, it's the gospel. You're fucked. You're going to hell. You have responsibilities. Jesus is God. You're not supposed to be jacking off and doing whatever the fuck you're doing, dude. And the doomers and the zoomers, you guys don't understand, you're so much more Christian than these fake Christians, because you basically, with, coming up with all this badass shit that you guys do. No FAP and fucking no mandatory veganism, right? And fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna be a cuck and just simp out to fucking every stupid bitch anymore, like we eventually get suckered into doing. You guys are really on to something, dude. And you guys understand that you guys are living that fucking that Orthodox monk life, dude. So I couldn't sleep anyway because my foot was violently contorting. You guys think it's a medical issue. I googled what demons make your fucking left foot contort. I actually went down the fucking rabbit hole, dude. Anyway, the video's over, but other shit I'm going to talk to. I had sleep paralysis for 22 years. I saw an orb after my mother died. This is back in the day before I ever knew what the fucking orb was. I didn't have YouTube or the internet. I think the internet existed, but I didn't have it. The cell phones didn't. I couldn't watch creepypastas or whatever the fuck I was doing to eventually learn or date the fat pagan goth chick. She had to tell me what an orb was, and I had to sit there like 1,500 hours during the day contemplating, hey, those sleep paralysis episodes, they're obviously not a brain glitch, dude. You got some kind of sin in your life. If you keep ignoring this shit, that shit's not gonna go away, and you're gonna constantly lose sleep and never have a sleeping pattern, just like me. 22 years of, dude, the 1980s movies of Freddy Krueger and shit, dude, they weren't fucking around, dude. I never seen a whole movie of that. Yeah, so Father Donald Calloway, he had an interview on a show called Pints with Aquinas, and he was a rocker, and he described a sleep paralysis episode that he had in the middle of his room. I had the exact sleep paralysis episode, if you guys want to know what the fuck that is. I'll get around to it. So I saw that orb after my mother died, and it might be what I learned from the Jimmy Akin. He was on the 640 AM channel. That's Jimmy Akin's really interesting channel. Jimmy Akin. I learned from him that on Skinwalker Ranch, which is the most credible paranormal place in North America or something, that might have been what's called a blue panic orb. So after your mom dies and you see a blue panic orb, that's kind of a really bad sign, guys. What else? Yeah, but I sound crazy. You know, it takes me seriously, right? I'm the crazy one, dude. So I started having sleep paralysis. I remember no one would tell me that when I started trying to confide in my friends. They made that kind of face because I guess 6 months before whatever apartment I moved in at that time, uh, somebody died of a drug overdose or something in that room. And it's true because there was this dude I knew. He's a coworker. He's a single man that lives in apartments and he holds down a job. He's like, dude, everybody in apartments are like some inbreded people on like government cheese, always arguing, or some single dude strung out on drugs, or like all of a sudden, like, you know, some dude's walking around with a huge beer gut and only a fucking thong and high heels in the middle of the night. And that really happened. That really happened. I got off of work. I think I was smoking a joint. I'm sitting in my car. I'm at Crest. I call it Crest Motel in Corona, California, well over 10 years ago. Sitting there, some old man. He's skinny. He doesn't have a beer gut. Sucks that I have to remember all this. So I see this old man in like a pink thong and high heels just walking around the. It looks like an old man, like short hair, doesn't look effeminate. Like imagine a dude that has a stiff back from hard working his whole life, but walking, a tall one, walking in a thong and fucking high heels at like 4:02 a.m. in the morning. I was like, how the fuck did I end up here, dude? How the fuck did I end up here, dude? Like, I don't do hard drugs. I never committed some kind of felony that gives you bad paperwork in prison. How the fuck did I end up? Oh, yeah. I had boomer evangelical Protestant parents. And because one day I didn't get a haircut for 3 weeks or 3 months, and I wanted to, I had like a Metallica poster, and I got caught having a magazine with Pamela Anderson on it or something. I need to be kicked out. We're gonna raise some nerdy stepkids. Hey, cool, dude. I got no curfews. I got no law. I got no order. By the time you're in your 20s, like, oh shit, dude. Rent's expensive. Minimum wage don't pay shit. I can't go to college. Like, fuck, I'm stuck working. So it happened to me. But yeah, guys. So the whole point of the video was, with my epiphany today, the system has been rigged. These Talmudic propagandaists have worked it out that why in the flying fuck would these Zoomers give a fuck about their Second Amendment when there's no more anything to defend? There's no more incentive to, and there's no more camaraderie, and you'll stand alone and look stupid and die. Like you know, you have one straw, you can break it, one straw, you can break it, but you put them all together, you can't break it. Why? They don't have that. So what the fuck would they give a shit about their Second Amendment, dude? And everybody's some cookie cutter conformist that has the same slangs and the same jargons and talks about the same fictional or pointless shit. So why give a fuck about your First Amendment? Since we have no privacy anymore, you're not allowed to own things that could be